What's going on, everybody? Josh here from Dark Horse Tackle. And if you're watching this video, it means you got one of our exclusive boxes from the Columbus Fishing Expo. Now, this box is packed with over $40 worth of baits from 6 different small businesses here in America. What kind of small businesses, you ask? Fishing small businesses, because that's what we do here at Dark Horse Tackle. Between Zach and myself, as owners of Dark Horse Tackle, our goal is to give you the best baits you've never heard of at a great price point, great quality, great paint jobs, anything involving small business fishing here in America. That is our bread and butter. Now, we'll get past this introduction here, and then we're going to get into what's inside this box. So we have a very large profile and platform on our Instagram as far as people that we communicate with. And all we want to do is create this giant network between brands and fishermen. We want to connect you with all these brands throughout the United States. That is our job. We do the work for you. We find these small businesses and we bring these small businesses to you every single month for $30 plus $5 shipping. That is our Weekend Warrior box price. But $30 a month plus $5 shipping gets you that connection. It gets you those baits. All right, so let's open up this expo box, right? If you open it up, first thing you see is you've got 6 baits. There are 6 very highly proven and highly effective presentations in this box. But the first bait I've got here is I have the Bass Reaper Square Bill. This is a 2.5 size, 2 to 6 foot deep diving, or diving range, not deep diving. 2 to 6 feet's not very deep. We all know that. Anyways, we all know how to use a square bill, right? And if you don't, I'm going to give you a rundown. You cast it out, you reel it in. That is the simplest way to do it. Now, there are some intricacies that you can do. You can generate reaction strikes by solely just bouncing it off rocks, bouncing it off logs, or rolling it over logs, ripping it out of weeds. The best thing about a square bill is it's a very easy bait to use and it's highly effective. That is the point of this box, is just being highly effective. And again, I'm going to reiterate it and I'm going to pound it down into everybody's head. Every single one of these baits comes from a small business here in America. So that is the Bass Reaper Square Bill. Bass Reaper makes a ton of baits. They've got frogs, they've got soft plastics, they've got terminal tackle. They've got a whole lot going on. Bass Reaper is one of our favorite companies to use. But again, the Square Bill is just a very simple, it's a big go-to bait. That is one of your go-to baits. Pre-spawn, spawn, all year round, really. Just throw a Square Bill and you're guaranteed to get a bite somewhere. We got more baits coming up. Let's take a look. All right, next up we have the Hoot Jigs Flippin' Jig. Terrible time focusing with this thing. But anyways, Zach is the owner of Hoot Jigs, and he does a great job. This is a custom deal that we had done just for the expo. This is a finesse cut jig. As you can see, there's a little bit of a finesse collar there, and it's also got some hair in it. This is also a hair jig. We did a few colors. These are hand-tied jigs. They are anywhere from 1/4 to 3/8 ounces. A jig is just phenomenal anywhere. You can flip it, pitch it, skip it under docks, skip it under structure, throw it into brush piles. You can swim it. There's a lot of things you can do with a jig. And your standard, flipping and pitching is not where your options are limited. And the nice thing about this head design here is it does have a vertical line tie right here. So it is going to be very good at deflecting and getting out of, wood, brush, weeds, whatever that may be. It's one of those really nice line ties where if you do get some weeds on it, you can just pop your line real quick and shake it off. And a lot of times that's when you're going to get a reaction strike. I would love to know in the comments also how you guys and girls and folks are fishing your baits. If there's something that I say that you do that I didn't mention, please let us know in the comments. We want to know how everybody is utilizing or how everybody plans to utilize these baits. So the third bait I found in this box is one of my favorite topwater baits ever made. This is the Toad Thumper. This is the Thumper Frog, which is their popping version. And this is a bad shad color. This is a really nice kind of like transparent silver glitter deal with some nice like shad colored legs on it. Really dark black on the top, which is going to give you a really nice, reflection from the bass looking up. Not really reflection, a shadow, really. The Poppin' Frog is a Poppin' Frog. If you've thrown frogs, you know how to use frogs. This is a great frog. You can go fast with it, you can go slow with it, but the hook set ratio on these Toad Thumper frogs is what makes them incredible. These guys have figured out a way to keep that hookup ratio just super high. I've only missed like 2 fish on the Toad Thumper, and I've probably caught about 100 fish on it all last year. We featured it in our Oops All Topwater box last year. My personal favorite color is black. So let me know in the comments what your favorite frog color is. You know, we're just trying to generate some, you know, some feedback from you all, communicate with you all, get you part of the process that we care so much about here at Dark Horse Tackle. So let us know in the comments what your favorite frog, who makes your favorite frog? Is it a poppin' frog? Is it a walking frog? Is it something completely different? And what's your favorite color? All right, next up, we have one of my favorite new bait makers in the scene. He's been doing it for a few years. This is the Martin's Custom Baits Northern Forage spinnerbait. And this is the alewife color, or alewife, however you like to say it. It's got a gold blade, silver blade. It's got this super awesome hidden weight system here. This whole deal is a weight right here. So you've got that small head. This is a 3/8 ounce spinnerbait. You never know it. It casts like a rocket. Steve, the owner of Martin's, did a very good job designing every single product that he does. Every single thing is proprietary. It's all very custom. Skirts and head designs. Everything he does, he is thinking and thinking and thinking. I love a spinnerbait. It's a great pond bait. It's a great lake bait. It's a great river bait. You can catch fish anywhere with spinnerbaits. I love to keep the spinnerbait, you know, in the similar water column, like just above the fish, really. Using it mainly to get reactions. I don't like to slow roll too much. I do in the winter time or like the pre-spawn. But when I am slow rolling it, I'm still kind of moving it quick and generating that reaction strike. So I'll reel it slow and I'll just pow, pow, twitch it a couple times. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of a swim bait or a curly tail just to slow the fall rate down and keep it up in that water column. But most of the time, I am just no trailer. A lot of times, no trailer hook. This is a very compact spinnerbait. Trailer hooks aren't very necessary. The fish smoke it. They eat the crap out of this thing. I've got a lot of video of me testing this bait out when he first came out with it, and it worked incredibly well. One of my favorite things about this bait is he has his own logo branded on that. You can't really see it in the video, but you will see it if you get this bait from the box at our expo. Let us know in the comments what color you got, what your favorite spinnerbait color is, your favorite blade combo. I love a nice gold and silver, but I also love painted blades. I love a nice red painted blade with a gold blade as the main blade. And my favorite color is just your simple white and chartreuse. So lastly, this will be the last video. We do have two baits, but this is a combo deal, folks. So this is one of my favorite ways to fish of all time. And these two baits are just perfectly made for each other. So what we have here is a Jig Masters sled head. Jig Masters is owned by Cody, and it's out of Ohio. And what's really nice about this sled head is it's a very weedless, but also like kind of a snag-free design. It's got a screw lock. So that swim bait or whatever you put on that sled head is not going to come off. And paired with that swim bait, that sled head, we have the Bitters Naked Swimmer. This is actually one of their new colors called Ghost Shiner. And it's one of my favorite new colors I've ever seen. It's a very very natural, but like with high contrast type deal. So you take a look at this. It's got some really nice green flake. It's got that really good like off-white kind of milky color. And then you've got like a little bit of a brownish gray right here. And this bait right here is an all-time killer. If you've thrown soft swim baits, you really do know. It's a very versatile bait. You can slow roll it, you can bottom hop it, you can keep it up in the water column, you can throw it as a trailer, you can put it on an A-rig, you can put it on the back of a jig, a swim jig, a chatterbait, or a bladed jig for those of you who don't throw chatterbaits. You can put this on the back of a big spinnerbait. This is just it's about a 4.5, 5-inch bait. So on the back of a spinnerbait, it's gonna look pretty big. But you could always, you know, cut it in half, cut it down, and put it on a spinnerbait. You can rip this in half and put it on your sled head. Cody's got a wide variety of sizes. He's got a wide variety of colors. And Bitters, if you haven't heard of Bitters, let me tell you about Bitters, okay? They have about 200 colors. They make every single soft plastic you could possibly imagine, and they're out of Florida. They do a wonderful job. And one of my favorite things about them is they're highly affordable. Everything is done right there, and they're highly affordable. Every pack of baits starts at $4. They also have bulk packs. If you buy 2 packs, I think it knocks it down to $7 or $7.50, but you're saving money. They want you to have more bites per dollar, and that is their main tagline. Bitters is a fantastic company, and we're so happy to work with all of these guys. Let us know in the comments what your favorite bait was that you got. And follow us on Instagram, by the way, at Dark Horse Tackle. Follow us on TikTok at Dark Horse Tackle. We also have a Facebook page. Zach and I are so happy that you all decided to support us. Thank you all so much from the bottom of our heart for making this expo very special to us and supporting our business. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, because this is just a one-time deal, and this is just a taste of what you can get every single month. Again, this box was $30 at the show, with over $40 of $40 of retail value, and we're really proud of it. We're really happy with it. It's going to be a great box. This box you can take anywhere and catch fish with, and we plan to do that with every single box every single month. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you so much.